Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would come on and show you yet another way to use up these huge papers. I used to keep these and put them in a frame and like change them out seasonally, but I don't have the time and energy to swap my artwork out. So I thought, what if we modify it and do some collage on it? So I grabbed a couple of the napkins from my stash. These were actually from the dollar store, believe it or not. And look at how pretty they are. So pretty. So yeah, I grabbed some of my larger stamps, and the plan is to Mod Podge these onto these papers, and I may do some stamping on this one first and then collage, and this one I may collage and then stamp. I just want to kind of test. This is actually my first time doing this, but I do tend to use these large papers for many other things. So if you're wondering what to do with these huge 12 by 12 designs, I'll link a couple of different ideas in the description box below and up here in the corner. So I'll put you on fast forward while I get going. So I ended up putting some Mod Podge and water together to make it a little bit easier to spread. And I think I actually put a little too much water in there, but that's okay. You could probably also use clear gesso, or maybe even just glue stick. That might be something I try next time too. And you'll see me struggle to line this up because the napkin is just ever so slightly bigger than the 12 by 12 paper. And I was pretty keen to get going, so. Yeah, I think because I used so much water in the Mod Podge mixture, it made it actually bubble a little bit more than it ordinarily would have. And it also took longer to dry. So if I do this again, I don't think I'll make it quite so watery. And I'll spare you the heat gun noise, because drying these actually took quite a bit of time. And I don't know if it's because that glass mat trapped a lot of the water or what was going on here, but wow, it took a long time to dry. Okay, so this one is about half dry. I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to do some stamping on the other one. These are great stamps, by the way. Not sponsored, but if you're looking for a really good background stamp, this is it. And I'm going to try using Stays-On ink here, just because I'm going to be putting Mod Podge over the top. Again, I've never really done this, so this should be an interesting experiment. some music notes. Ooh, this is very pale. Let's try a different ink. Better. Whew. All right, let's do a test. Okay, doesn't seem to be reacting. That's good. Try for a smoother finish this time. So I'll go in sections. I already like the look of this. Okay, so going in the little different sections seems to have been a better choice for getting rid of wrinkles. I mean, there's still going to be some, but All right, I will dry this and dry my other one, and hopefully it won't take too long and I'll be back. Okie doke. So the plan now is to do some stamping on this. It's not 100% dry yet, but I kind of feel like that's okay because I'm not looking for perfect images. So once I had all these different stamps on this napkin, I really didn't like it. It was very busy, but you'll see me in a minute here when this is all stamped on top of. You'll see what I do. It might have been better if I had used a different color ink, but black is really the only one that I have that is not reactive to water. So, okay, so far I'm liking the stamping under the napkin better than the stamping on top. This is just a little bit too loud for me, so I'm going to grab maybe some gesso and see what I can do to tame it back. All right, so I've got some basic gesso and some mother of pearl, and I don't really have any other brushes. I might just actually reuse this one, mostly because I'm too lazy to clean it. All right, this could be a mess. Okay, well, this is definitely helping. Okay, and now we'll dry it again. All in all, if I were to do this napkin technique again, I would probably do like quite a few different papers just to make, you know, the time and mess worthwhile. It wasn't ridiculously messy, but the drying time and just kind of the layering and that all took a little bit longer than I would normally spend, but it was well worth it. I love these backgrounds. The other option, of course, would be to do it on a nice sunny day and just put these out and let them dry in the sun. But it's winter here, so I can't really do that. And I think it was right around here I decided I was going to grab, yes, this other masterboard paper that I had done. It's just dictionary pages and book pages on a piece of copy paper. So it's not a really substantial background, but yeah, just using everything I've got within arm's length. All right, let's try a little bit of gold. The gesso mixture didn't actually take very long to dry. And it left really cool texture on the paper. So I really like that. But like I said, you could probably use clear gesso. You could probably do another layer of Mod Podge. Just plain white acrylic paint that's watered down. There's all sorts of different things you could do. And because I just had some left on my desk, I just kind of went to town here. Put another coat on top. And yeah, really love the way these turned out. And then here I ended up grabbing some of my Heidi Swap gold, what was it called? Gold spray. And just adding some little drops on both papers. Both of the flower papers, not on that book page paper. But yeah, they're gorgeous. I love them. Great background idea. Okay, so I'm going to clean up and I will be back when these are dry. Okay, friends, it is a couple of hours later and a little bit of a boo-boo later, but I thought I would come on and show you what these look like now that they're dry and finished. I'm really happy with them. This is totally going to be a technique that I use again. My only issue is how warped the paper was, and that's even after I ironed it. So, but I did some cutting up, so I thought I would show you what I did. So I made this tag out of one of the scrappy pieces from this paper, and I just backed it on white cardstock. And I added some of these little die cuts from Dollarama to finish it off, and this beautiful ribbon that was gifted to me. And then this one is from the lilac pad, or lilac napkin. And same thing, I used some of the little die cuts. And then these two tags were cut from this piece, which was just kind of an afterthought. And more die cuts from this little pad. So I'm very happy with the way these all turned out. I will totally be doing the napkin technique again because I've got tons of napkins. So there we go. As always, thanks for coming to hang out with me, and I will see you next video. Bye for now.